What makes a sports icon like Deion Sanders turn his fortune into a $1 million cattle ranch? Have you ever wondered what's behind that door? Money, vision, or pure instinct? In this video, you will discover how Sanders built an empire in the field with lessons that can change the way you see success. Get ready for a journey full of curiosity, richness, and motivation. What would you do with a farm like that? Comment now and dive into this story with us. Speak up, guys! This is Juninho Mello, your partner on the Celebrity Farm channel. Today, we're going to open the gate to Deion Sanders' $1 million farm. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and let's go on this journey together. Comment now. I'm going to work, earn a lot of money, and one day, buy a ranch like Deion Sanders. Show that you are committed to winning in life. Let's build this dream together. Have you ever stopped to think about how a sports legend like Deion Sanders decides to invest millions in a cattle ranch? What makes someone who shined on the football field to bet on the real field? Today, on Celebrity Farm, we will open the gates to Deion Sanders' millionaire farm, known as Prime Ranch, and reveal the secrets behind this rural empire. Get ready for a story of vision, hard work, and strategies that can inspire anyone to build something great. After all, what makes a farm worth millions? Is it just cattle, land, and fences? Or is there something more? Deion Sanders, also known as Prime Time, is a name that resonates throughout the world of sports. A two-time Super Bowl champion, NFL and baseball star, he achieved fame and fortune with his talent and charisma. But unlike many athletes who spend it all on luxury cars or mansions, Sanders looked to the future. He saw in the land an opportunity to create lasting wealth. His ranch, located in Texas, is more than just a patch of ground. It's a business that combines elite cattle, cutting-edge technology, and an entrepreneurial mindset. But how did he get there? And what can we learn from this? Prime Ranch isn't just about cows and bulls. It is a symbol of reinvention. Sanders didn't grow up on the field, but he learned to dominate the game like he did on the field. He invested in premium breeds such as Angus and Brangus, which are true profit machines in the cattle market. Each animal can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Have you ever imagined having a herd like this? And it doesn't stop there. The farm uses modern techniques such as artificial insemination and sustainable management to maximize profits. But what really stands out is Sanders' vision. He didn't just want a farm, he wanted a legacy. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the cattle market in the USA generates more than $80 billion a year? And that farms like Sanders are on the cutting edge, using drones and software to monitor livestock? This is more than cowboys and hats. It is a business that requires intelligence and courage. Sanders, with his championship mentality, brought that to the field. He didn't just buy land. He has built an operation that attracts elite buyers, from ranchers to investors. And you? Have you ever thought about how to turn your passion into a business like this? But it's not all glamour. Managing $1 million farm has its challenges. From unpredictable weather to high maintenance costs, Sanders had to learn quickly. And that's where the lesson comes in. Success doesn't just come from money, but from the ability to adapt and study the game. Ask yourself, what are you doing today to build your own empire, whether in the countryside or in the city? Deion Sanders shows us that, with focus, anyone can open their own gateway to success. The foundation of Prime Ranch is elite cattle. Sanders invested in breeds such as Angus and Brangus, known for high-quality meat and market value. A champion bull can cost more than $50,000. He didn't choose just any animal, focused on superior genetics, using artificial insemination to create award-winning herds. This is like drafting the best players for an NFL team. You need natural talent and strategy. Sanders also sells semen from prize bulls, a market that can generate thousands per dose. Have you ever thought about a business where the product literally multiplies? That's his genius. Managing $1 million farm isn't just about riding horses. Daily life at Prime Ranch mixes manual labor with cutting-edge technology. Sanders uses drones to monitor livestock and software that analyzes the animal's health. Imagine an app that tells you if a cow is ready for auction. The team, made up of experienced cowboys and agronomists, takes care of everything, from balanced nutrition to sustainable management. Sanders learned that success on the field requires discipline, just like in a playoff game. And you, how do you bring discipline to your projects? Reflect and comment. My discipline will take me to the top. What sets Prime Ranch apart is Sanders' vision. He didn't just want a farm, I wanted a scalable business. He diversified, investing in auction events and partnerships with elite cattle ranchers. Furthermore, he used his fame to promote the ranch, attracting investors. It's like using the charisma of prime time to close deals. Another move? Sustainability. The ranch preserves pastures and uses solar energy, reducing costs and attracting environmentally conscious customers. Sanders teaches us, think big, but pay attention to the details. What detail do you need to improve in your life to grow? Managing a farm like Sanders is not for everyone. The weather in Texas can be unforgiving, with droughts that threaten pastures and rains that complicate management. Furthermore, the costs are high. Maintaining an elite herd requires investments in food, veterinarians, and technology. Sanders, who didn't come from a rural background, faced a steep learning curve. He says in interviews that he had to study the cattle market like he studied plays in the NFL. A remarkable story? A storm once destroyed part of the ranch's fences, but Sanders used that as a chance to modernize by installing smart electric fences. This teaches us, every problem can be an opportunity. What problem can you turn into an advantage? Prime Ranch is an example of how technology elevates livestock farming. Sanders uses satellite monitoring systems to track cattle, ensuring each animal is in the right place. He also invests in biotechnology, such as genetic selection, to create more valuable bulls. A practical example, the ranch uses software that predicts the best time to sell cattle, maximizing profits. Furthermore, sustainability is key. The ranch recycles water and uses renewable energy, which reduces costs and attracts conscious customers. It's like Sanders says, it's not just about winning today, it's about winning tomorrow. How can you use innovation to improve your life or business? Comment, I will innovate to win like Sanders. Sanders' farm is more than a business. It's a metaphor for life. He shows us that success requires patience, learning, and resilience. An analogy? Think of the ranch as a game of chess. Every move, from choosing livestock to investing in technology, needs to be calculated. Sanders also values his team, recognizing that no one wins alone. He often says, a champion knows how to delegate and trust. This mentality took him from a novice in the field to the owner of an empire. And you, how are you building your team to achieve your goals? Reflect and share in the comments. Prime Ranch is proof that with vision and work, anyone can create something extraordinary. We arrived at the last gate of Prime Ranch. Now, let's answer the questions we raised and show how Deion Sanders' $1 million farm can impact your life. Why did Sanders choose the field? How did he turn challenges into victories? And most importantly, how can you apply these lessons to build your own success? At the beginning, we asked, what makes a farm worth millions? The answer is clear: vision, strategy, and hard work. Sanders didn't invest in cattle by chance. He saw an opportunity to create lasting wealth, unlike those who spend fortunes on temporary goods. Another question, how did he, a newcomer in the field, manage it? He studied, hired experts, and used his champion mentality to learn quickly. And that question about what's behind the gate? It's not just cattle, but a business that combines technology, sustainability, and marketing. Sanders shows us that success is a game of patience, and smart choices. What choice do you need to make today to change your future? The story of Prime Ranch goes beyond cattle. It teaches universal lessons. First, reinvention. Sanders went from the field to the field, proving that it's never too late to start something new. Have you ever thought about exploring a new path? Second, resilience. He faced droughts, high costs, and mistakes, but he didn't give up. It reminds us that obstacles are part of the game. Finally, long-term vision. While many seek quick wins, Sanders built a legacy. Imagine applying this to your life. Maybe it's investing in studies, opening a business, or planning your finances. Like Prime Ranch, your success can grow over time. Comment: I will plan my future like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders leaves us with a powerful lesson. Success is not luck, it is construction. Think of the farm as a metaphor for your dreams. Each fence, each animal, each innovation represents a stage on your path. You don't need millions to start. You need courage to take the first step. Sanders started with an idea and turned acres into an empire. And you, what is your farm? Maybe it's a career, a family, or a personal project. The important thing is to believe and act. As he says, if you look good, feel good, and play well, you win. So, let's play to win? Guys, what a trip through Prime Ranch. Deion Sanders showed us that, with vision and work, any dream is possible. Want more inspiring stories? Watch now the recommended videos on screen. Kevin Costner's Country Mansion and How Jason Aldean Built His Country Empire. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you're a winner. Comment: I will achieve all my dreams. Sign up for Celebrity Farm, leave your like, and let's build your legacy with Juninho Mello. Until next time.